Hey guys, welcome to Monroe Hill Farms YouTube channel. The purpose of this channel is going to be more or less to learn different things about homesteading, and hopefully we can learn some things from comments as well as teach some things that we do along the way. We're located in Mississippi, so as you can see I got a toboggan on right now. It's about 26 degrees outside, so it's pretty cold. Sun's out, so it makes it nice. So basically what this is going to be is just kind of an introduction video where I'm going to walk you through our property, show you what we're doing, what we've got planned, and go from there. So come along with us. Thanks. So this is the front of our property. Basically what I'm working with that I've got is 1.61 acres. We're using a little bit, 3 acres of land on this side of our property. That is my uncle's, that we are going to be using for a little bit of gardening and different things like that. But this is the front of the property, and I will take you back and show you some other things that we're doing and have going. So these are our garden beds that we've started. Basically right now I've got 6 beds set up that we've got for raised beds. Being on 1.61 acres, it's kind of, you know, you're limited with space. So this right here is kind of the easiest way I can think of to grow things, that I can control the soil and grow different things in different beds. My plan overall is to have a lot more of these. I've got a lot of lumber left over there that I'm going to use to build some more of these beds, but you know, it's cold. I'm going to wait a little bit. And then out here I've got some blueberries and apple trees and peach trees planted, that I planted 2 years ago. So we'll see how they do this year. Probably got about another 2 years before I get any fruit out of the trees, but we'll see. So this is basically the side of my property line. It kind of ends right along this pole. So the rest of this that you see on this side is basically my uncle's, that we're gonna clean up a little bit and use as a little bit of farmland to maybe grow some corn or something like that. But any suggestions on raised beds, hey, you know, let me know what you got. Then, you know, I'd love to take anybody's comments and information and learn from it. We're going to eventually build a hoop house, I believe, right in this area for a greenhouse, but I'm not quite sure exactly the location yet. So we're going to try to get that right there. Currently, I don't have any water down here, which is a major issue, but my well is right there. So running a line down to here shouldn't be too difficult. So hopefully I can get water down here in the next at least by the summertime. That'd be nice. Also got a compost pile working, so there's the compost pile I'm starting up. So hopefully we can get that going really good and be able to just turn soil as we go. As you can see, I mean, I've got tons of trees on our property. So leaves going into the compost pile, grass clippings, things like that, you know, food, leftover kitchen food, things like that are what we're composting. So I'll take you back to the back and kind of show you what we're working with back towards the back of the property, and you know, we can check it out. Thanks. So back here towards the back of the property, we're going to be using about a 60 by 60 by 50 foot area for some Nigerian dwarf goats that we're going to get. Our purpose for that is just strictly milk. They've got a real high butter fat content, so it'll be good for goat milk, butter, cheese, creams, different things like that. So I'll flip the camera around, kind of show you where the goat pen's going to go, as well as our barn and where we plan on doing the chicken coop. So this is going to be kind of my goat paddock, where they'll be, that I'm currently working on right now. Just basically putting on this Tractor Supply red brand goat fence all the way around it with T-posts, and I have my gate is going to be right here in the front area. These stumps I'm actually going to leave. I was going to grind them down, but figured that goats like to jump on things and perch on things, so figured we'd just leave those in here for them to play around on, and eventually build a bridge for them to walk on from this stump to that stump. So goats love to play, so the more things you can have in here for them to play with, the happier they'll be. Also going to be building a little, I guess, sleeping nook for them, whatever you want to call it, right around in probably this corner right here is where I'm going to do it. The north is that direction, so I want to block the wind coming from that north side. So the opening will be on the south side, so they will enter the lean-to from this direction. So that's my plan on that. Anybody got any advice on goats? Hey, leave me a comment, let me know. Like I said, I'm new to this, so any information you can throw at me, I definitely appreciate it. This is my barn for now. It's kind of back here on the back of our property as well. I actually just got it set up yesterday for solar power. Anything that's not, close enough to the house, I'm going to try to run on solar. That's the idea. So, conserve energy where I can. That's just a little. This right now is just a little 60-watt stand-up panels that I'm using for now. I want to take and put panels up on the roof of the barn. As you can see, I got great sunlight coming in from this direction, so those panels on that wall should be great. I'd like to have about 500 watts up there. So we'll walk over here now and kind of show you where I plan on doing the chicken coop. And it's going to be back here in the very, very back line of our property, that we will have a video coming up on shortly of the build and kind of review it, what we think, and let you guys know. It's going to be a Tractor Supply Producer's Pride Defender chicken coop. Comes with like a 10-foot by 10-foot run. So what we plan on doing is, right here is the back side of my property line. So as you can see, I've got this big open area right here. That this is where I plan on putting the actual chicken coop. The morning time, they're not going to get much sun because you can see it's shaded, but midday, I'd say around noon, 1 o'clock, you can see this big pine tree. The sun breaks over the top of that, and this whole area is actually in the sun. So I may need to get a sunscreen for the back side of it in the summer months. In the winter, not so much worried about it. So that's my plan there. And then we do have rabbits as well. We've currently have 2 rabbits. See if I can find the little suckers. So I know this looks like a chicken coop, guys, but it was my first build of anything, so it's actually my rabbit hutch. So there's Thumper and Cottontail. There are 2 rabbits. So they're staying up in here, staying warm. Like I said, it's 26, 28 degrees outside, so it's pretty cold. Started stacking some firewood, and anyway, so this is our homestead, guys. This is what we're working with. So we're going to try to make use of the space the best we can. I'm not working with what a lot of people have with 8, 9, 10, 15, 100 acres. Like I said, My property is 1.61 acres. That's all I own. Guys, to close out the video, I kind of wanted to let you guys know where I came up with the Monroe Hill Farm name for our little homestead farm, whatever you want to call it. My great-grandfather actually owned all this land, and his name was Monroe, so I felt it only right to name this piece of property after the man that raised his family off this land. Altogether, it used to be around 200 acres, give or take, that he used to farm, and he had to actually sell off a lot of it as he got older and couldn't really take care of it any longer. So now we're down to roughly 40 acres that's owned by family. You know, to the left, right, and back side of me is all family, that the land's just split up between you know, aunts, uncles, things of that nature. There's about a 200-acre farm across the street from me that's still farmed today, so it's nice to be surrounded by land, to live out in the country and to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city life. So far I've enjoyed it. I've really loved where we're at and where we're headed. Thank you for watching the video today. I really appreciate it. If you want to, you know, keep up with what we're doing and what we've got going on here on the homestead, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit that like button below. We'd certainly appreciate that. So we look forward to catching you guys on the next one. All right, later.